Hi, my name's Caroline Lowe and this is my story. I was born in England but spent my childhood and teen years in Jamaica. Came back to England as a young adult. Well, my family history. Well, my mother was half Syrian and half Jamaican. My father was half Chinese and half Arawak Indian. But in my family, there's a saying, if the English government told us to go back to our country, me and my brother would actually go to international waters because we're so mixed up, there'd be nowhere to send us. My father was a reverend and my mum, who was my hero, was a chef. In my culture and creed, we are accepting of everybody, no matter what colour, race or creed you are. And the main thing that we grew up with, as I said, my dad was a reverend, is to treat people as you would want to be treated. And I think that is really important. And if people in the world actually adhere to that, maybe our world would be a much better place to be. Why is Black History Month important to me? Well, as a black race, we've done so much throughout history and it's never been really recognised. But through Black History Month, many of our black heroes and influential people are now being mentioned. So one of the questions that people do ask me is, do I have a favourite piece of black history to share? To me, this is a really, really difficult question to answer, as there are so many. You have Martin Luther King, the American who fought for black people's rights through peaceful marches. You have Mary Seacole, the Crimean nurse who was born in Jamaica. You have Shaka Zulu, an African king whose military innovations, such as encirclement tactics, are still used today in the military. Dr. Patricia E. Barth, who invented the laser device, that's a technique used to restore vision in patients that are experiencing blindness. Guten Bluford, the first black person into space. I mean, I could go on and on and on. So I really haven't got a favourite, not one favourite, because I think all of these people are my favourites. Right, have I experienced racism? Where do I start? And it's an everyday struggle that us as black people go through every day. You know, you stand up in a supermarket, people holding their bags, you get on a train, people shifting away from you, you go into shops, people putting money on the counter because they don't want to touch you. It's an everyday struggle that we go through every day. But the thing is that when you try to explain this to your white counterpart, they actually can't understand that because they've never ever experienced it. And I always say, never judge a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. Being honest, I'm proud of a lot of things that I've done, but what I'm most proud of is to be black. Because as being black is an everyday struggle, which is imposed on me and which I have to live with. But this has made me a really, really strong person, and it's given me life lessons which no textbook, teacher, or educational tool can provide. So that's what I am most proud of.